This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idadile, the winner of the Jabos Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry. Calm yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Naija Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 Naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811.
Good evening. Welcome to World Now at 4. I am Ainan Lubem. First, let's talk the headlines. On the headlines, NPC to involve Nigerians in 2023. 60 feared killed after bomb hit school in Ukraine. On sports, FIFA orders NFF to pay ex-Super Eagles coach. And now the news in detail. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, national development, especially in the country as diverse and complex as Nigeria. Osinbajo, deputy speakers of governance, if he was nominated by the All Progressives Congress, that is APC, as its presidential flag bearer and elected as president. Osinbajo recorded his tour of the Niger Delta in 2017 on behalf of the president, which birthed the administration's Niger Delta New Vision and restored the vice president for Jedi Agba, who disputed this, stressed that the federal government of Nigeria, through the REA, chairman of the REA board, retired Colonel, and all work together towards the CAC's mandate. As Nigeria prepares towards the 2023 census, the National Population Commission, that is NPC, the commission behind the steering wheel of the 2000 NPC, Nasir Issa Kwara, emphasized that census is a people activity, hence the need to get the people involved. Kwara, his opening remarks at a 3-day capacity building workshop for population correspondence in New Cairo, Nasarawa State, with the theme Getting the People Involved. Chairman Public Affairs Committee Eyitayo Oyetunji urged the Nigerian and Examinations Council that would recovery from the effects of the pandemic. When we return, news from other Jugu in the Democratic Republic of Congo's eastern Ituri province. Reports say that 29 bodies had been retrieved from the artisanal mine. Among the dead was a 4-month-old baby. In a statement, the Ministry of Communication blamed the Codeco rebel group for the attack and disclosed that the government specifies that the obtained barbaric and cowardly act of Codeco terrorists on innocent populations will in no way shake its determination to restore peace. According to Army spokesperson Demi Turi, the Codeco group has previously been accused of carrying out raids against civilians in recent months. It has also blamed for the killings of at least a dozen people at a church in March, and another 60 people were killed in February. Somalia's President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo has formally announced his candidacy for a second term in the presidential elections due on People's Court. In Somalia, members of parliament are chosen by delegates appointed by clan elders and members of civil society selected by regional state officials. The members of parliament then vote for a president who leads the country. Farmajo will be facing stiff competition from several candidates, including 2 former presidents. We now move to other parts of the world. Welcome back. We now move to other parts of the world. Dozens of people have been feared dead after a bomb hit a school in East Ukraine, where government forces have been separatist trouble of the school in Bilohofshviga. About 90 people had been sheltering in the building and 30 were rescued, 7 of them wounded, he revealed. Hadai also said a Russian plane had dropped the bomb on Saturday. His accusations could not be verified independently and there was no immediate response from Russia. Luhansk has seen fierce combat as Russian troops and to extinguish the blaze, according to the governor, who was writing on social media. He also said almost the entire village had been sheltering in the basement of the school. The final death toll would only be known when the rubble had been cleared, the governor said. Government supporters have attacked protesters camped outside the office of Sri Lanka's Prime Minister as trade unions over the country's worst economic crisis. Rajapaksa rallied at his office on Monday after reports said he may to alleviate pressure on the president, who is his younger brother. After the meeting, the government supporters went out to where protesters have been demonstrating for several days in front of his office. Local television channels showed them attacking protesters with clubs, the first public outing since nationwide protests erupted. Protests throughout this week, trade union activist Seman Rathpriya said, and more than 1,000 On business, Nigeria's airlines say they have called off a plan. The AON said that it had been given some assurances by the government as it came under pressure from consumer protection bodies and customers to shelve disrupted. But it is not clear whether the airlines and the Nigerian government will find a lasting solution in their ongoing complaining about airlines having to subsidize services of between. The government has already invested 1 billion rupees to control food prices. Also, the government is actively consulting with economic and social from primary school to university, as well as health services and transport for students and senior citizens. Still to come to World Now at 4 is sport.
Good evening and welcome to Sports News on World Now at 4. The Tiger title was the second title the player has won since joining the Portuguese club in the summer of 2020 after winning the Super Taça Cândido de Oliveira in December 2020. Porto will be able to crown the season with a double when they face Tondela, 16th in the league, in the Portuguese Cup final on May 22. Still talking sports within the shores of Nigeria, this committee, that is IOC, captured 8 Nigerian athletes in its scholarship scheme ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. The NOC has scored yet another goal with Elizabeth Anyanacho. The Abu Gumel-led NOC has secured a high-performance training for Elizabeth Oluchi Anyanacho, one of the beneficiaries of the International Olympic Committee scholarship at the Taekwondo Competency Center, that is TCC, in France Olympic Games. Soft-spoken scribe of the NOC, Banji Oladapo, confirmed the Cherry News when he said that they were determined in their role to prepare the best of Nigerian athletes for and lead them to the Games, championing the Olympic values. The Taekwondo Competency Center, that is TCC, Friedrichshafen, combines sports scientific, innovative know-how in theory and practice, connect science, research, and sports practical work on highest level. Anyanacho was Nigeria's sole representative in the Taekwondo event at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games and the first female athlete to represent Nigeria in the martial arts sports at the Olympics in 16 years. Anyanacho is mentored and coached by Nigeria's Taekwondo Olympic medalist and icon, Chika Chukwumerije. Now to football, where World Football Governing Body, that is FIFA, have ordered the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, to pay the sum of one Eagles coach, Gene Raw. Raw was sacked as Super Eagles head coach in December 2021, while still being owed several months' salaries as well as bonuses and allowances. The German reported the NFF to FIFA and the World Football Governing Body has ordered the Nigerian Football Federation to pay him the sum of $1,045,000 to cover his entitlements and additional compensation. NFF sources confirmed today that the ruling was made on 22 April but kept under wraps, and the body is not considering an appeal. The World Body also clarified that Raw must be paid Super Eagles head coach in 2016, and he was the longest serving coach of the team with his over 5 years in charge. The former Burkina Faso head coach was believed to be earning around $55,000 monthly in Nigeria. FIFA says Nigeria had no reason to sack Raw last December and has ordered the NFF to pay him his entitlements. We're from Gene Raw now to Man. Someone moved from Borussia Dortmund to England could be confirmed this week. This was heard from separate sources that the £63 million transfer for the Norwegian is agreed, with an announcement expected soon in Germany. To respond to the widespread reports. Privately, they say the deal is not done, though the definition of done may differ to the media's, given the fine detail involved in such big cash moves. It is thought that virtually all parts of the transfer are agreed, with City only needing to trigger the clause to activate the transfer. The transfer would be one of the biggest of the summer, in the process on to its conclusion. The 21-year-old has scored 92 goals in 121 appearances for both clubs and country. Former Ajax and DR Congo winger Jordi Lukoki has passed away at the age of 29. Lukoki was recovering from a serious Ajax as a youngster, scoring 5 team, and went on to represent 6 other clubs within the space of 8 years. Having represented the Netherlands at under-21 level, he later opted to play for DR Congo at senior international level, winning 3 caps for his country. Sadly, Lukoki...
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Niger Boss Factor, John Idacho!
I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they scam you.
Register for the Niger Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 Naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go 00 for more information. Niger Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions.
Welcome on Hughes TV. Weeks, critical stakeholders in the sector have called on the government to save public universities from imminent collapse. The stakeholders who spoke in separate interviews opined that public universities in the country, a body, would come out with a comprehensive response to the development. The president of NAPTEN, Haruna Danjuma, said university education has suffered a great setback with prolonged industrial actions. ASU, in a statement issued by the national president, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, said once again, DR Congo gold mine attack. Also, 64 dead after bomb hit school in Ukraine. On sports, we told you FIFA ordered